What's up, Zombie Slayers? This is KJ4A, and welcome back to my Let's Play for 7 Days to Die Hype Train! Vanilla series. How's it going, guys? What are you doing? What are you up to? What are you guys doing? You watch me on your phone, you watch me on your tablet, watch me on your computer, on your PC, your personal computer. I don't know. Just let me know in the comments. All right, guys, this is going to be Q&A episode 2. All right, guys. I've got a lot of stuff to get to today. Not as many as last episode. But still, we got a lot of stuff to get to today. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay. Ghost Protocol says, what makes the 7 Days to Die unique compared to other survival games? Why do you like it? Why do you like this game over other survival games? Well, one of the things I love about this game is the fun pimps care about AI. Not a lot of survival games care about AI, and the real kind of survival games I really don't like, the PvP games, obviously don't care about AI. Rust is the one that comes to mind the most, and I have a lot of respect, and I'm not a game developer, so I'm talking out my ass here, but what I think is that AI is really difficult, and I think it's really easy to just put in the tools and let players kill themselves. PvP is very popular, and I don't blame developers for doing it. It's an easy way to make money, you know? And you don't have to do AI, which is difficult, and you could just let all the you know, players kill each other, and it makes it easier, and you'll probably make more money doing it. But the Fun Pimps are one of the very few survival developers out there that care about AI and do something with it, and I really respect that. Also, can you name me another game that has the kind of base defense that 7 Days to Die has? Right? Because, I mean, like, what other games has the base defense 7 Days to Die has? Let's go through them. Ark? No, not even close. Rust? Son of a... So angry. Anyway, Rust? No. I mean, PvE. Let me put this out there. PvE based defense. Okay. Obviously, Ark and Rust and all those games have base defense because you got to protect against other players. Okay. Fair enough. I'm not a PvPer. I want my combat to come from NPCs. So, you know, whether it be zombies or human bandits or whatnot. You know, so what other games have base defense that's PvE? Can you guys tell me? Because honestly, I'd like to know. I'd love to play more games like that. I can't think any. Eden Star has really good base defense PvE. Nobody cares. I did Eden Star videos. Nobody watched it. So I'm not really sure why people didn't watch Eden Star. On a little side note, you know, Myst has a little bit of it. It's not really like fully fleshed out yet, but the groundwork is there. Which is another reason I'm really excited for Myst. You know, I mean, what other games have the base defense? Honestly, I can't even think of any against like NPCs or zombies or any kind of AI combatant. That's what I'm wondering. Because oh, that's not even supposed to go in there. Oops, oopsie, that was a mistake. All right, well at least it hasn't dried yet. Anyway, yeah, what other games has that, guys? Because that's what I love about 7 Days to Die. Zombies, base defense, AI. They've even got RPG elements in there, which is just freaking amazing. I'm not one of those people who hate the RPG elements. As a matter of fact, I think I'd rather see more RPG elements, and we'll get into that later. Someone asked a question about that that we'll get into later. So we're going to talk about that again more later. Now, some other games out there do have the AI, but I don't think it's as fleshed out as 7 Days to Die. And also, I don't know any games that have the kind of base defense this game has. Okay. Will I ever play State of Decay 2? Oh, I want to play State of Decay 2. Honestly, the thing that's keeping me away from it is Microsoft's Windows Store. I really don't want to. I don't want to get into bed with Microsoft any more than I already have to run their OS. So State of Decay 2 sounds really freaking cool. I actually watched Games for Kicks play it, and I was keeping a close eye on his channel to see how it did, because if it blew up on his channel, I probably would have got into it, but it didn't even do that well for him. So I don't know. I'm not really sure. Actually, who did State of Decay that it did well for? I watched Partially Royal didn't seem to do that well with it. I don't know. Like, you know, not really going out of my way to play it because it didn't seem to really do that well for anybody that I follow. All right, William Pratt. If you could add any 3 weapons... Okay, so William Pratt wants me to add 3 weapons to the game. 3 melee weapons and 3 ranged weapons. Okay? And I'm assuming you're going to want me to explain why. Okay. 3 melee weapons. The crowbar. Alright, I love the crowbar. It can be used to open up doors. I read a book called The Zombie Survival Guide, and like they said that the crowbar is the ultimate melee weapon, especially if you can get one of those really good crowbars, like those titanium like crowbars, lightweight, strong, lasts forever. Yeah, the crowbar. I want to see a crowbar as a melee weapon. My second melee weapon would be a baseball bat. I mean, that's just that's just paying homage to Negan. Obviously. I mean, I guess you could say the club, the spike club, these could be considered baseball bats, I guess, but they're not really. You don't swing with 2 hands. So I'd really like a baseball bat. I also used to be a big fan of baseball, and I would just love to see a baseball bat in here. It would also, like I said, pay homage to Negan. I keep wanting to say Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but no. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is an actor. Negan is a psychopathic killer. Cage, get that, come on, bro. Come on. All right. And my third would be a hatchet. And, all right, whatever. I don't really care about those anymore. My third would be a hatchet. And I think a hatchet would also make a good melee weapon. And it would also be a nice callback to Rick Grimes in The Walking Dead. Maybe that's kind of cheap. I'm doing 2 callbacks. Honestly, the baseball bat originally, when I first put the baseball bat in there, I didn't think of it as Negan. So the baseball bat's not really a callback. It's just because I like baseball. And I think baseball bats are pretty fun weapons. And I will say the hatchet, though, is 100% a Rick Grimes homage. So now my three ranged weapons. Okay, so we're gonna go guns on all 3 of these ranged weapons because I like guns. So let's take a look at this. Okay, I want a 22 rifle. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. You think, well, oh, hold on. Okay, no, we're good. I know what you're thinking. Like, and I thought about this too. A 22 rifle is a very weak rifle. Like, why do you need it when you have the hunting rifle? Well, I thought the 22 rifle could be cool because maybe you could make. I don't know if the Fun Pimps can do this, but imagine like having them higher in the loot priority, so you get more 22 ammo, right? Because in reality, ammo for 22s would be all over the place, at least in America. It would be the most common ammo to find in this country. 22 is just, it's cheap to manufacture. They use it for practice because it's not really like a high caliber thing. So they use it for practice. You'd have a lot easier time finding 22 ammo than 7.62, in reality. At least that's how I feel about it. So maybe you can make like the 22 ammo more prevalent out there in the world, a lot easier to loot. And also with the 22, I think it'd be cool if you hit the zombie in the body, you get a negative damage penalty. Like if you hit a zombie in the body with the 22 rifle, you get a negative damage penalty. Like it does less damage, right? But if you hit him in the head, it does full damage because 22, it can penetrate a skull. Not only can a 22 penetrate a skull, now I'm not a gun expert, so if I'm wrong about any of this, gun people, by all means, educate me. But this is just kind of my understanding. As far as the 22 goes, it can penetrate a skull, but a lot of times they'll have trouble getting out of a skull. So the idea is it would like rattle around in the zombie's brains. Like maybe you could even get it as a bonus. Like maybe a range thing. Like if you're too far back, it doesn't give you the bonus. But if you're close up to a zombie with a 22, it's going to give you a bonus because the idea is it goes in through the skull, but it doesn't leave the skull. And it just bounces around in the zombie's brain and just makes sure they're dead. They're dead as F. You know what I mean? So I thought that'd be pretty cool with the 22. What else? And M4. I'm a big fan of the M4. The M4 rifle. We got the AK, which is great. But where's our M4? I want an M4 rifle. You might think, well, that's just, what's the point of that? You already have the AK. You already have the submachine gun. Maybe you can make the AK stronger and make the M4 less powerful but more accurate. That's the way it was in Counter-Strike. And I thought that would be pretty cool. Like, make the M4 more accurate but less damage. I don't know how you would do that, but I'm trying to think of interesting solutions here, guys. I could just say, like, boring guns or whatever, but I'm trying to think of stuff that would, like, add to the gameplay and not just say this or that. So, and my last weapon of choice would be the Predator shoulder laser. Okay? And you guys saw Predator, right? I want the Predator shoulder laser. Obviously, this would be end game. All right. I don't know what you have to do. Maybe you'd have to carry around a car battery, like in your inventory somewhere. I don't know, but I want to be able to late game make a little shoulder laser like the Predator had, and just sit there and go, and I'm dead freaking serious about that. I really would like that. So those are my 3 weapons. Who was that? Did I mention their name? William Pratt. Yes, I did. Okay, Teddy Augustinus. Are you retired from 7 Days to Die modded series? Miss your Gna mod. How about another series for Gna mod? I'm not retired from modded series. I've got a modded series right now. I'm playing War of the Walkers. So I'm definitely not retired from Gna mod. Yeah, for now. I don't think I'm going to start another Gna mod before Alpha 17, but I do like Gna mod. If we had a couple more, well, we might have a couple more months. I hope not. But if I went to the gym and saw Mad Mo, I was like, yo, Mad Mo, what's up? And I give him a high five, and he goes, you know what, Cage? You know what, Jim? Because that's my real name, because me and Mad Mo are on a first name basis. You know what, Jim? Alpha 17 is not going to be out for another 2 months. If he told me that, if one of the Fun Pimps told me that, I would start Gna mod. But, you know, we could be a couple weeks away. We could be a month away. I don't think we're 2 months away. I think we're probably going to get it sometime in, hopefully, mid-October. Hopefully. So that's what's going on with the modded series. If you want to see modded stuff, go watch War of the Walkers. I just got some crazy loot today. Pretty fun episode. Binary Solo first. How in the world do you remember what's going on in each individual game you play? How do you... okay, so you asked a couple questions. I'm going to go over that right now. Basically what I do is I have a little notepad on my second monitor, and I take notes. Like, that's what I'm reading your questions right now. So, oh, by the way, no webcam today, obviously. That was just for the 100th episode. It was funny to me, on a little side note, how many people didn't know that was the special thing for the episode. Like, I did the webcam, and people were like, so what's the special thing you're going to do for the episode? I'm like, the webcam. So I thought that was funny how many people didn't get that. Anyway, okay, so how do I remember everything? I write it down on a little notepad, you know. I'm just going to let those fall. I really don't care anymore. I'm trying to read comments here. So one of you guys wanted me to, like, record the episode without, like, the commentary and then just do the commentary later. That would have been a great idea. It is a great idea. The problem is I just don't have the time. Like, that makes a half-hour episode take an hour. So I'm trying to do this as smoothly as I can. I think it's going okay, though. So, all right. So what's next? How do you handle the comments? I love reading the comments. They went on and asked me, like, you know, so many comments, this and that. I love reading the comments. And the little trick to reading the comments that I use is I read them at work. So I have my phone at work, and in between customers, I read comments. So, and I enjoy reading them. You know, sometimes the comments are kind of mean. Not you guys, but a lot of times, like, people give really mean comments, and I think to myself, and sometimes I talk about it with Autumn, and I'm like, you know, I just don't want to read the comments anymore. I don't need this. Like, I work really hard on these videos, and, like, you know, sometimes people are just giving me, you know, criticism, good, honest criticism, and I do like that. But sometimes people are just being dicks just to be dicks. They're not offering any constructive criticism. They're just being assholes. And when I read those, I'm just like, you know, Autumn, I don't even want to read the comments anymore. Like, I don't need this. I work really hard on these videos. This takes up my time to read these comments, and all it does is depress me, you know, and like all that. And she's like, yeah, don't read them, you know. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I like reading them. I like reading. Plus, it's not fair to all the people who are giving me nice comments. So, and she's like, okay, then read them. You know, she's just supportive of whatever I do, so she's great. But yeah, that's how I read the comments. I read them at work, and 99% of the time I really enjoy reading them. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting kicked in the nads. Do I have any more concrete? Damn, dude, where's all the concrete? I have some in here. Yeah, some. Okay. So that's how I handle the comments. You've mentioned a number of times in recent months an anger problem. I worry about you sometimes. Is it bad? No, you know, I mean, like, I keep it under control. I'm not a psycho, you know? Like, all my anger is internal. Like, I get, like, seriously mad, but people don't even know because, like, I just, you know, well, sometimes they know. Today I was having some problems at work, and the guy who bakes the bagels was late, and that made me late, and then I'm trying to, like, butter and cream cheese the bagels, and the customers are coming up and be like, oh, I want to get this, I want to get that. And, like, you know, usually because I was so late, the customers were there, and, like, you know, I was getting very annoyed. Not the customers, just, you know, annoyed. And a couple of customers were like, oh, I'm sorry. And I was like, my customers are great, by the way. I was like, no, you're not doing anything. You know, you're fine. I was just, you know, I was just late because of the baker, and, you know, I'm not really mad at anybody, and just, you know. So, but I would say 99% of the time when I'm like flying off the handle in my brain, I really hide it well, and people cannot tell. Thank God, because if people could like read my mind, I'd probably be in like a psych ward sometimes, you know, because I just think the most awful stuff sometimes, and then I feel bad about it later. You know, it's from the part of the world I live in. You know, I'm like New Jersey, tri-state area, and you know, we got tempers here. You know, I mean, I've got like broken bones in my right hand from punching things. You know, and that was when I was younger, so I've got it under control a lot more now that I've grown up a little bit. I once punched a light post. I don't even know why. And I've still got like a bone, the bone in my pinky that's like in the main part of my hand. It's got like a little bump. The bone like broke and came up a little bit and then healed that way. Because I'm a man, we don't go to the doctor. So, so it's pretty funny, I guess. So, no, but you know, I handle it. You know, like it's a spur of the moment thing. I'm mad for the like, you know, the few minutes I'm mad and then it just goes away and then I feel stupid. So, yeah. So, it's not really that big of a deal. Let me get something to drink, guys. What is the thing that you most with you would have gone differently in your life? What do I wish I would do differently in my life? Honestly, I don't really have any problems. Okay. I would have taken YouTube seriously a lot earlier, a lot sooner. When I first started YouTube, I was just like doing Minecraft videos and I wasn't like super taking it seriously. I was kind of just doing my videos, showing everything and not really trying to improve. Like basically when I first started doing YouTube, the first thing I should have done to improve was cut out the boring parts. And I never did that. I wish I could have improved earlier. If I could have got on the Minecraft hype train back in the day and if I was a better YouTuber, if I was taking it seriously and really trying to improve, I could have had 1 million subs by now. Minecraft was huge, and there's no reason I couldn't have made it big, except I was just like, I was showing everything. I would record for 15 minutes, because back then I didn't have the ability to put up videos longer than 15 minutes. I would record the 15 minutes, and that was it. I would stop the video, and I would start another one. I didn't cut out anything, and I wish I did. Yeah, that's a good one. But overall, though, I'm quite happy with my life. I didn't go to college. I didn't take school seriously, but I had a lot of fun when I was a kid. You take school seriously, and then you don't have as much fun when you're a kid, but kids take school seriously. Okay, you know what? I'm going to be the good role model here. Kids, I would have taken school a lot more seriously, and I would have gone to a technical school or a vocational school. I personally think college is an absolute travesty these days. I would never send my kid to college. I think unless you want to be a teacher, or be some kind of engineer, a lawyer, something super, super technical like that, maybe you go to college. But honestly, I think for the amount of money, you're going to leave college with $100,000 in debt. If you're lucky, probably more. And you know what? Yeah, what did I come up here for? I'm sorry. I got on a tangent there, and now I don't remember what the hell I came up here for. All right. I would have done a technical school, and I would strongly suggest to my children to do a technical school. Unless they want to be a lawyer or a doctor, something super, super tough, I would say do a technical school. I know a friend who went to technical school for like a year for air conditioning repair. He got makes like $30 an hour. He came out of there with no debt, you know? And plus I think colleges, you know, I don't want to get too deeply in this, but I think colleges are thieves. And for 90% of the people there are a waste of time. And I think they, I don't want to say ruin lives, but they don't help lives, you know? So that's just how I feel about it. I wouldn't have gone to college, but I would have taken school a little bit more seriously. I would have gone to some technical school. Get a trade, an arcane trade, plumber, electrician, something like that. Those stuff like that is always needed. It doesn't cost a lot of money for the schooling, and yeah, so that's what I would have done differently. All right, we got a few more to get through, and we don't have much time left in this video, so I'm gonna start going a little faster. Cage, did you give up on the Forest? Yes. The Forest got pushed out from other games that were doing much better. But the Forest is coming out on console in November. I'm telling you right now, if I have a spot in November, I'm going to really try hard. Actually, probably late October. I'm thinking late October, the Forest will probably be back. I'd have to have some really hot games going on at the time. Like, seriously hot games going on at the time for me to not do the Forest. Because For me, first of all, the forest is among one of my. By the way, I said I was going to go freaking quicker, and here I go on another freaking taking 10 minutes to answer one question. Anyway, this is interesting though. The forest videos are some of my highest rated videos on my channel. Okay, they're really highly viewed as far as like my most viewed videos. So I take it seriously. Also, when 7 Days to Die went to console, that was the biggest boom in my channel until Myst recently. And actually, Myst is still going on. But yeah, it was a big boom when 7 Days to Die went to console. So I'm going to take the forest going to console very seriously. And I'm going to really try hard to find a spot for it. So look for it at the end of October. Okay? And I'll give you more updates on that, towards that time. We'll see. I might come back before then, actually. But we'll see what happens. Depends on what else comes out. My Q&A, how was your childhood? My childhood was just awesome. Not as good as some, better than a lot of others. I didn't have any problem with my childhood. My mom was divorced a lot. I was basically raised by a single mom, which is never good. Guys, kids, young ladies, young men, find someone to settle down with and get married. Running around is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. Just, make sure you wrap it up or make the guy wrap it up. But, overall though, really, and I'm not a religious guy, so this isn't coming from a religion standpoint. It's just coming from a stability in your life standpoint. Find someone to get married. Make sure you find the right person. Don't just get married to anybody. If you get married to the wrong person, it could F up your life in so many unbelievable ways, especially if you're a guy. So make sure you find the right person. But I would say get married. What the hell was the question? Oh yeah, single mom. Yeah. So, but other than that, I had a good childhood. I was never like abused or anything. It was fine. It was fine. Parents are alcoholics, so, but not like beat your kid alcoholic. Just I'm not even going to say irresponsible alcoholic. Kind of irresponsible. But my mom always had a job and always paid the bills. So that's fine. I had a fine childhood. Boy, let's get going here. How did you discover 7 Days to Die? A fan. It was 2013, and someone said, "Hey, there's this game 7 Days to Die." I looked into it. The rest is history. Are you gonna play Empyrean after the update? I don't know when Empyrean's coming back. I will come back to Empyrean at some point, but I got to be honest with you guys. The views on it were not great. I love Empyrean. I think it's a really great game. One of the most underrated games on Steam. But I gotta play games to pay the bills. I pay the bills with this, with YouTube and Twitch and Patreon. So I could play some games here and there that don't do that well, but it just didn't do that well. I'm gonna get back to it at some point though. It's not gone forever. I promise you that. If you could take any of your favorite aspects from different games and mix them. Okay, so any of my favorite aspects from different games and mix them up. I'm in an MMO kick right now. I want to play MMOs, right? Massively multiplayer online role-playing games. Now I'm stuck on World of Warcraft. I want to play EverQuest 1. Nobody will play it with me. I wanted to play EverQuest 2, but I just played that somewhat recently, and I've already done everything in it, so I don't really want to go back to EverQuest 2. So I defaulted to World of Warcraft. Now, what I want a survival game with everything that 7 Days to Die has, but also an MMO. Make it happen, developers. And don't you dare make it a PvP game. All right? Go screw with the PvP games, all right? To make a 7 Days to Die MMO. I want the spells, I want I want everything in World of Warcraft, and I want it to be a survival game with building aspects. Now you don't have to be able to build anywhere in the world. You could just have like certain places you could build or whatever, and it'd be really cool. Like how about an MMO where you could build and you actually have to defend your home every so often? That'd be freaking cool, man. I mean, that's what I want. I mean, I might be asking for a little bit more than can be done, but hey, it's my game. It's my fake, not made game. I want. Get on it, people. Get on it, developers. All right, so what do we got next? Why don't you do 7 Days to Die daily anymore? Well, that's easy. 15 months between updates, and the views really started dropping. I mean, I got Myst. My first Myst video was put up, like, I think 3 weeks ago, and it's at 300,000 views. you know, I'm 7 Days to Die will be daily again when Alpha 17 comes out for months. Okay, I will be doing 7 Days to Die daily for freaking months when Alpha 17 comes out. But as of right now, it's just, it doesn't warrant it, man. It doesn't warrant it. I mean, look at this. I have to do Q&As because I don't even know what to talk about when I'm working on my base, because I've been on this. I mean, we're on episode 100. So, and this is my second season for, for this. I mean, you know, yeah. Anyway, trust me, when Alpha 17 comes out daily. As a matter of fact, when Alpha 17 comes out, I'll probably put 2 videos up a day for weeks. Possible. Well, maybe not weeks. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to be putting up daily. If Alpha 17 came out tomorrow, it would probably be 2 7 Days to Die and 1 missed video. I'd probably put everything else on the back burner for at least a week, and we'd see how it goes from there. We're going to go a little over today. In Alpha 17, what are you going to do first? That's such a tough question. I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to be building any. Also, you asked, what am I going to be doing on my first base? I'm not going to be doing my first main base build until Stable Branch. And even then, I'll probably wait for a couple iterations of Stable Branch, because I'm not going to start my main base and then have to restart my game over and over. That's not going to happen. So, what else? When do you think Alpha 17 will be out? October, hopefully. God, if they get pushed back to November, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep. Kays, do you think the Magnum is a strong gun? Yes, it is. This Magnum is an awesome gun, but it's pretty freaking rare, and it's one of the few guns that are pistols that is worth anything. Well, there's only 2 pistols in the game, and the regular pistol's garbage, and the Magnum is awesome. So there you go. Just recently became a fan. I have one question. How long have you been doing YouTube? I put up my first Minecraft video in 2010. But again, I didn't take YouTube seriously for quite a few years after that. I put up my first 7 Days to Die video in 2013, and I was taking YouTube seriously by then. And I was having some growth, although it was slow growth. But you know what? YouTube's a lot of luck. But if you really grind at it and you keep putting up quality stuff and keep improving, I think just about anybody can do it and be successful. It's just the big grind, and a lot of people don't have that patience. All right, let's get through this. We only have one more. I'm not saying the names. I'll say the names in a second. Never played 7 Days to Die. Should I get it? Should I wait for Alpha 17 or get it now? It's a tough question. I would get it right now and just start playing. This is the best survival game there is. Period. All right, let's read the names now. Sorry about that. Forgetting about the names. Binary Solo, I said that. Okay, Keita. Thank you very much for the questions, Keita, Derek Reese, Draco King Diablo, Chaos Prometheus, Ken Exicana, Zero Nightwalker, Salty Potato Games. I have no idea how to read that name. That's like some kind of other language. I'm gonna read the last name as best as I can. Zwapilo. That person's commented on my videos a lot, so I feel bad that I don't know how to say their name. Juan Valdenpina, Seabiscuit, and Dwayne Mayo. Oh, I'm going to have some mayo chicken fingers tomorrow on cheat day! All right, guys. Thank you very much for the questions, guys. Next video, we might do a loot run. We might do some base building. I don't know. I think my next Horde Night is on 105, I believe. So I'm not really sure. But I've been talking a lot because I feel lightheaded now. So if you ended up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, guys. Till then, take it easy.